Ladies and gentlemen, sorry if I'm loud, damn. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome back for another stream. It's good to see y'all, man. It's good to see y'all for another stream, man. This time the timing is a little messed up, but I promise you we will go back to normal stream schedule within tomorrow. Yeah, it's been a little bit mixed up lately. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a not a difficult week, but it's been a pretty impactful week for myself, and that's why I wanted to talk with you guys so long to save for this stream. We had two fun streams before where we were just kind of messing about, but now it's time to get serious. So you know I'm not gonna waste too much time. You guys see the title. You guys see what I'm trying to display, and this is something you know that I definitely mentioned within my stream many times throughout about uh you know going to that next level, going to that level of discipline where it just feels normal and you become a whole different person because of it. Your attitude change, your perspectives change on different things. Not going to parties as much, not drinking as much. Um, not being lustful in anything, being close with God, that type of change. That's the one I'm talking about. And being here on stream, I always portrayed that, I it's it's this kind of character that I'm trying to strive for and trying to become with the mindset that I'm portraying each time, which is the BTW mindset. BTW, if you don't know, born to win. It's not about being born to win. It's about getting up when it's hard, when it's difficult, when you're at your last legs and you get up and you try to win. It's something I hold so dear to me, and every day I come here and I preach about it. But I do catch myself slipping and falling, and that's easy because I'm human, and there's no faults to that. There's no blames and pointing fingers at that. Um, because I'm human, I'm gonna make mistakes and stuff like that. But I've mentioned many times that to you guys that I am no example. I'm just a person that believes in a better day and you and me. I believe that we can be more than what we portray. And if you're at the best, I know you can be the greatest. You can go up a level and go up a different notch. And yeah, I think it's just about how your mindset is. It's really about saying goodbye to that person you used to be, and not saying that you're a bad person, not saying that you gotta you got to get rid of your personalities, your qualities, the things that make you a good human being overall. It's about getting rid of the negative aspects of yourself. The lazy routines, the not getting up, not fixing your bed. Like look at my bed. I could have done my bed before the stream. I could have been more appropriate. The ones that don't clean the room, the ones that you know want to skip the gym, or think about looking up homework or to copy off someone or something like that. Like those type of situations. And there's a way you can go about it. You can take one route where you continue doing these things and you continue going through these routines and you continue being that same person with a lot of faults, or you can go towards the correct route and fix your whole life up and become practically a new person, practically somebody new, and somebody that you kind of always wanted to be. Everyone wants to be. I don't know about everybody, but I know everybody wants to have discipline within themselves to be a greater person. At least I do. I definitely want to. I definitely want to, and it's just like I have faults. I fail. I fail at certain things. Like I definitely been thinking a lot lately about it because of these streams. These streams have helped me get better, as a human being, as a person, even with talking and conversating, like even, with the way I speak, certainly like, um, man, I'm trying not to say like I notice I say it a lot, and I think that I've gotten better at it with portraying how I feel. But there's so much going through my mind all the time. It's like my thoughts and feelings get mixed up. Like sometimes I don't even know what to say, but I think it's just good to just just say what I feel and how I feel about the situation. Um, so it can be mirrored back to me, so I can listen to it, and if you guys want to listen to it too, um, you know, I also write stuff down so I can remember, so I can portray it in a better way and not be mixed up with all my feelings. You know, the thing is, we all want change. We all want something better. It could be a good job, better body, clearer face, you know, I don't know, better friends, better car, better anything. You know what I mean? And the thing is, wanting it and becoming it are two different things. And I've been realizing I've been holding on to parts of myself from the past, that relaxed Jay, that Jay that doesn't want to move, and that gets tired, and and makes excuses for themselves, and things. Oh, I'm working hard enough. I'm already working hard. When I'm not, I can work so much harder, and it goes to a testament of yourself. If you know you're being pushed to your limit, if it's got to feel real uncomfortable. We mentioned this before. It's got to feel real uncomfortable. It's got to feel like just like out of order, something that's not you, like not basically something that's not normal to you. And you got to go with the unusual. You got to go with the unnormal stuff to achieve this new version of yourself. And yeah, it's difficult. It's not some easy task. Like I'll just say it and I'll do it. No, you gotta go deep within yourself. Really you gotta really talk with yourself and push yourself to that brink, to that brink, to the point of failure, to the point of tiredness, to the point where you're like you're so tired within the end of the day, you earn the sleep. You know what I mean? It's very, very difficult, and it's very, very hard. And most of the reason why I'm talking about it is because everybody wants success. Everybody wants confidence. Everybody wants peace, and everybody wants purpose. But a few people ask like, what version of me would naturally get those things? And wanting it isn't enough. It's about discipline. It's about consistency. It's about routine, and it's about effort. You got to really put in that effort to become the man or woman that you've always wanted to be. And I don't know who this is to, but I promise you, you can do it. There's many examples. You could look at somebody else. You could look at somebody else who has proved that point rather than myself. I have yet to prove that point, but I will prove that point. I believe in myself to that point that I can be in the BTW mindset. I can be this man that I've been dreaming to be, and I'm just getting started. So time and time again, I say consistency, effort, discipline, and also keep God within it. God is very important. I don't, I haven't usually gave God the praise that He needs, but God is super important throughout your life, and that, giving Him that trust, giving Him like all your worries and all your doubts. Don't leave it up to yourself. Leave it up to God. And that doesn't mean, hey God, hey, take this, and I'm gonna see where I end up. Basically, you have to put in the work. Also, you have to work with God. God is doing as much as He can, but He is watching over you, and He is making sure things are right. He just wants to see if you're going down the right route. And yeah, to be honest, I get mixed up on the road sometimes, and I've been pretty consistent, but I was just having situations throughout this week, and with something coming up, it's you know reality is definitely hidden, but I'm not gonna back down. I never I never backed down. Maybe I hid away a little bit. Maybe I maybe I sat down and relaxed, but I never backed down or gave up. Throughout this difficult, this difficult thing that we call life. Um, it's difficult for everybody. Everyone has their situations, and if you're one of those people that are hiding out, or just kind of like hiding away from all the issues in the world, you know, just know that it does get better. Believe in yourself. You know, don't don't hide away from the problems of this world. It's gonna get even more worse, and that might not sound amazing to hear, but it's true. You know, and I promise you, it does get better, and you will get stronger going through the battles and going through these hills. These hills, it's like you can do it. That's all I gotta say for the issue. You can do it. Anybody can do it. It's just really about what you put into your mind and how you go about it. But yeah, the old version of you, it isn't always bad. Like I said, it's the old version of you, it helped you survive. The old version of you got you right here, you know. But survival isn't the same as growth. Surviving, like I said, just kind of hiding away, letting the problems keep going. But when you go back outside, the problem is still there. You have to face it head on. And I know, man, I know it's scary. I know it's scary. I know it's hard, and it's gonna be difficult, no doubt about it. But you put yourself in that mode, and you put habits within your life to become better every single day. Like the video we were watching a video yesterday, doing something each day to build repetition and to build a routine to become better. It's possible. You can become better at anything in your mind. I honestly believe that. Like, if you believe that you can do whatever, if you can do whatever, if you believe you can do whatever, build, work towards it every single day to go get it. Basically, build little habits, build routines, do it every single day to get better at it. Make it a part of your life. Make it a part of your life, not as a dream, but as another part of your life, like something you're improving. You know, um, yeah, something as you're improving. But the habits that hold you back is procrastination, obviously. Comfort. Avoiding the hard conversations and distractions. It's all dangerous, and it's all something we all fall to. But I'm telling you, there's light on the other side, and no matter what, just find the light, keep going. You know what I mean? Pray to God, uh, give yourself that peace, give yourself time to process, and then believe in yourself to do it. If you had a bad day, just know that the next day you can go ahead and try to be better the next day, basically. Um, but why does change feel so hard? It's not because you're just gaining something, it's because you're losing something too. You're losing the excuses, you're losing the comfort, you're losing the bad habits, you're losing the old routines, and you're losing the certain mindset that you used to have. You know, people think change is exciting, but sometimes change feels like grief. And it's true. It's very, very true. It's hard, man. It's hard. It's hard going to uncomfortable from comfortable. We all go to the safe spot, this safe place, and we like what's easy. But you know, we talk about we want to be this certain type of person. We want to change things within our life, but we're not willing to be uncomfortable. We're not willing to make changes within our lives to reach that point, to reach that dream. And I think a lot of people fall victim to this, definitely. I'm definitely a victim, temporarily. Um, you know, it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take repetition. It's gonna take months, maybe even years, depending on how you do it. If you're real dedicated, do something every single day, write stuff down, work towards it, be better. You can be better. I'm telling you, change is hard, but it's gonna be worth it at the end of the day. Putting in that work and putting in that effort. You know what I mean? So why do people stay stuck? Not because it's not because they're lazy. It's because familiar pain feels safer than unfamiliar growth. Well, we don't like the unexpected. We don't like what's not coming. I can speak from this from I can speak from this from my own life, and not really liking change, not really liking stuff that are different, because a lot of stuff came at me unexpected, and a lot of stuff came fast to me when I was young, and I was not prepared for it. And I learned in my own way how to grow up through it, and it was just not to deal with it. Be quiet to myself, isolated, um, always thinking about the situations around me, being observant, looking around. Um, I don't know, man. Being observant to what's going on, and that's how I really dealt with it. And it's not a good way to deal with it. Let me know if you guys have dealt with it in the same way. There's a lot of different ways, but yeah, it's just it's tough. It's tough when you grow up like that, and you feel safe, um, not completely being yourself. Feel safe, uh, limiting yourself to the outside of the world and to the many opportunities that you can have within your life. It's kind of sad to think about, because I know there's so many talented people, and there's so many people with so many personalities and just like qualities that make them who they are. And a lot of people feel safer, not dealing with them, not dealing with the scary parts. No doubt, um, whatever happens next is definitely gonna be nerve wracking. But that's the point. I mean, that should be the excitement of it too, the unknown, and the new part of you that you're achieving. It should be like a challenge, like kind of like, I don't know, like a video game in a way. Like, you can kind of think of it in a video game. I know it's a little bit childish, but like, think of it in like a video game type of way, and going to the next level. Defeating the next unexpected boss, going through these side missions within life. Um, yeah, man, it is. The fear of letting go. It's about like, what if I fail? What if I change and it doesn't work? What if people don't recognize me? What if I'm not capable? Most people stay where they are because of these questions, and because of these possibilities. And no doubt about it, these questions are going to come up. But if you're willing to become that person, you got to make a sacrifice. You got to make sacrifice. You got to worry about you. You know, hold those people close to your heart. Hold those people that matter to you, and that matter a lot. But this is about you right now. At the end of the day, all you got is yourself. And I'm not saying to be isolated and just forget everybody, man. Just take in the people that are around you, that mean a lot to you, that help you, because that's the most important thing. That's the most important thing. But owe it to yourself to make some change. Owe it to yourself to wake up differently, to make some type of plans, to go ahead and strive to be that person that you always wanted to be. You know, go ahead and do it. What if I fail? If I fail, it's okay. I'll get back up. If what if I change and it doesn't work? It's okay. I'll try again. I'll try better. Um, what if people don't recognize me? That's fine. If people don't recognize me, then I guess they're not supposed to be where I'm at. At this level. What if I'm not capable? You gotta believe. You gotta believe in yourself. Have that faith in yourself. I'm capable of change. I'm capable of doing this. I'm capable of getting this job. I'm capable of getting this body. I'm capable of getting this house. I'm capable of doing this. It's all about belief within yourself. Um, I'm a victim of the worst type of self doubt in mankind. You know, but I still believe in myself to a point, and I just gotta. It's about repetition, about showing myself. It's kind of takes back to the first stream that we talked about. It's a you versus you battle. This is this is what stopped me from really achieving my dreams, and it was myself. It was overthinking, procrastination, being stagnant, all that, and etc. Um, Believe in yourself. Have yourself with that grace. It's a tough battle. Don't think, just do. Basically, that's it. So the version I'm trying to become, it's just more disciplined, more honest, stronger, being strong mentally, being strong physically, being close to God, being more consistent, being someone I can respect. And it sounds, it sounds pretty far fetched, but it's possible. You can be that person. It just takes time and it takes repetition, and it's never gonna end. It's an ongoing battle that's not gonna end, and it's something that's gonna have to be within your daily life to become. And it's like it's just the right way to be. I take this back to talking about God, because he was so righteous, and he was almost perfect. Like, not he was no he was perfect. If anything, he was definitely perfect, and he was the best type of human being. Respectful, never got mad, gave people grace, prayed with people. You know, and people still disliked him. You know what I mean? You got to be that type of person. Be like God. Be like Jesus. That's what following him is about. It's about much more, but it's also about becoming him, and doing the things in his light. Like I said, more disciplined, more honest, stronger mentally, stronger physically, being more consistent, and being someone you can respect. This goes to something I said before: self doubt. Self doubt. Just like I said, give yourself that respect and earn that respect. You know how you earn respect at a job, and like you're working very hard to go ahead and get that promotion or whatever. Like, and you're trying to impress that boss. You're trying to like show him, like, you're trying to show the boss, hey, respect me. Do the same thing with yourself. Work hard every single day to earn your respect, and to earn to earn that feeling of happiness. That I say happiness because it coexists with being proud. You're happy when you're proud. Um, but yeah, don't let it get to your head. You know what I mean? Because the next day you got to get up and do the same thing, or not even the same thing, but you got to go do it harder. So maybe the goal isn't becoming somebody else. It's maybe the goal is becoming who I was supposed to be before fear, comfort, and excuses and distractions got in the way. You know, um, yeah, you know, just imagine. I think David Goggins said this, but just imagine you're in heaven and God shows you the person you were supposed to be and you could have become. It's within you. It's deep within you, and it's about unlocking that person. Unlocking him spiritually, physically, mentally, and all that. That it's deep within you. Unlock that person, unlock him, and just go towards it. Um, but yeah, and if you felt like you unlocked that person, just strive more so you can become an even greater person. It's no limit. It's no limit to becoming the best. If not the best, the greatest. If not the greatest, the goat. I don't know, the goat. If not the goat, then legendary, a legend. So yeah, there's no limit to stopping where you can be at. And yeah, I always apologize for getting mixed up and not really like. I feel like I don't make sense sometimes, but hopefully it connected with you guys on a personal level, because yeah, it's something that it's something that I'm battling, every single day, especially within this week. It's very, 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 very powerful, and something that I want so bad that I gotta I gotta just push. I gotta push and do it. And yeah, I'm going to. BTW mindset. Make sure you guys keep that within your brain as as you're trying to become this new person. If not, then just have the mindset that you can do anything. That you can do it. Don't give up. You know what I mean? So, um, the life I want is on the other side of motivation. It's on the other side of becoming the person capable of handling it. You know, motivation can take you so long, but obsession and discipline can take you miles, and it's really about that. So, yeah, I generally believe that, guys. And yeah, I don't have much to say else, but hopefully that resonated with you guys, and you guys get what I'm saying. Um, I don't want to talk too much about this experience, but yeah, I got something coming up. I got something coming up that's very important, and it requires just a new version of myself to take serious. Um, and I want it. I want it pretty badly, and it's to make everyone around me proud and happy, and within myself happy and proud also, that I can achieve this, and nothing can really stop me. I know I can achieve this, but past habits got in the way. Um, comfort, procrastination, once again. It's just something. It is definitely my enemy, and I will get past this. So you guys will be hearing from me within the week talking about this certain situation. If anything, I'll bring it up. But I will say that I'm a little scared. Being very transparent here. I'm a little scared because of this thing, and that's because you know I didn't I didn't look at it as the way I'm looking at it now. Within all these streams and all these talks, it's a mirror to myself to listen, to do better, and it kind of just clicked within me of what's going on, and the importance of it. And I want it bad, guys. I want it bad, and this can go into streaming too. This right here, I want it so bad. It's just about proving to myself and proving to everyone that I can push past limits, and I can go beyond. And yeah, I will. So just know, just try, and if you fail, it's okay. Get back up and try again. There's no reason to get down. There's no reason to, don't expect failure. Don't accept failure. Only think about success. And if you have the work behind it to prove it to yourself, then you should be good. And if you don't, try your hardest to prove it to yourself that you're worth it. You know. So yeah, um, I would definitely be talking about this more as I go on through this journey throughout my life. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for just pulling up and just listening to me talk and ramble and yap. Uh, I'm honestly grateful for this because it's made me a better man, and it's really implemented this mindset within me that I couldn't get a few years ago. Um, isolated, just overthinking, just feeling feeling comfortable with not changing. And yeah, I want to change for so long, and I feel like it's finally coming. So yeah, overall, just make sure that you have the BTW mindset within you to prevail the odds. if you're known to fail, if you're doubted, if you're at the worst of the worst, and you feel like there's no getting up, you can get up. Use the BTW mindset. Show the world that you're born to win. You can do it. I promise you, you can do it. You know what I mean? Anybody can do it. Don't give up, and you got this. Lead, don't follow. Be born to win. So yeah. Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all so much, man. We're gonna be ending the stream here. I will be back tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'm doing tomorrow yet, but that's me being transparent, me being fair. Um, yeah, man, I appreciate y'all so much, bro. Thank y'all for listening to me ramble and talk and stuff like that. Hopefully, this really connected with one of you guys. Uh, I'll be greatly appreciative. And if you guys have any type of problems or issues or something that you feel like you're stuck on, like, you guys can let me know. I'll give my best advice at hand. I'm not a professional. The best I'm not the best, person, and I'm still learning how to implement these changes within my life myself. But I can try to help in the best way possible, because we're all in this together. We're all in this together. You know what I mean? So yeah, appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I will see you guys um tomorrow, obviously. See you guys tomorrow morning. Um yeah, man. I appreciate y'all so dearly, man. Just wanted to let y'all know that. Uh yeah, yeah, man, it's pretty crazy. Um it's pretty crazy. So basically, to end it off, say goodbye to the person you used to be and become that new person. You know, fight to become that person. Routines, write stuff down every day. Try to do something better than the last. You know, you can do it. You know what I mean? I believe in you. I believe in me. I believe in all of us. Let's do it together. Let's get up there together. I'm telling you, we're gonna look back on this and we're gonna be like, wow, wow, we did it. We did it. You know what I mean? So appreciate y'all so dearly, man. I wish I could have stayed a little bit longer, but yeah, man. Y'all stay safe out here. You guys have a great freaking day. It's hot outside, man. Go outside. Put in that work. Go have fun or something like that. And yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. Let's play the outro song. I don't really have the outro song, but we'll find one. So let's try this.
Imagine being able to build anything.
Well, goddamn ad. All right, nice.
Base 44, a complete AI creation platform made for.
I'm tired, but I can't stop now. This is definitely a different outro song, but I appreciate y'all so much, man. Y'all stay safe out here, man. You guys stay safe, okay? Have a good one. Remember, BTW mindset. Stay safe, bro.